Welcome to Master Trader Live, where you can learn to use simple market and stock analysis to make money investing and trading every day. After we get through the market, I'm going to show you a stock that just might be headed to zero and why. So the markets yesterday had a resting day. You can see this was an inside day, and that puts the lines in the sand above and below yesterday initially, and then since it was an inside day, we will then go to the next day in the prior. Obviously is right here. So here we have the high and the low of yesterday and the day before. So those are my initial alerts to see if the spiders, the S&P 500, can get above or below here, or whether it's just going to have another resting day. So far, it's just trading a little bit above yesterday's close, but still hasn't taken out yesterday's high. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq 100, which had that big day last week on various FANG stock earnings and pushing up. Pushed a little higher yesterday with a little small topping tail. Really short-term concern there. Trend is up, new all-time highs. We've got support, well, significant support down here, which we don't want to see prices trade below. I like to look at the Russell. It lagged yesterday. It couldn't get going. It gapped down but held this little support. So this has now become a pretty significant reference point right there above 147 that we don't want to see the Russell push below. And obviously, from the bullish point of view, we need to see it get back above the high of that green bar. Transports. Had a weak day, big down day, trading a little bit higher here this morning, but we got a pretty significant line in the sand here since it's been going sideways, and you can probably see the little head and shoulders top that's forming here, and that would be the neckline, and if it gets through that, then that first target would be the 50 MA, which is in alignment with this support right here. All right, before we get to that stock that looks like it's heading to zero, couple of gappers. UA having a bad day this morning, gapping down to around 1248 right now. The stock just has been trending down for a period of time, and it cannot get going. All right, let's take a look at this stock that just looks. Sector has just been under pressure for some time now. You can see it's been trending down for a while. Let's get a little bit more data. And this big drop here from last year, when you get a big drop like that, typically you get some type of retracement. It did retrace a little bit, but you could see how it was a grind here. Couldn't get going, dropped again, creates what I call this tradable void here. Maybe you can rally a little bit. It came off of the low a bit, probably some short covering, sideways drop again, and now this big rounding bottom that formed here, which initially would suggest maybe the move to the downside is over in this stock. You know, it's GNC Holdings, symbol GNC. It cleared this resistance here, had this wide range bar as it broke out, and then it came all the way back down again. It gave it another attempt, sideways again, and then day before yesterday, gapping down on huge volume, wide range bar to the downside, and little consolidation day and a little bit more selling yesterday. It is right on some support here, right there. This would suggest that it's not going to hold, and from that point, let's go to a higher time frame. Let's just look at a monthly time frame. And this is why I say it could go to zero. If this doesn't hold here, there's absolutely nothing to stop it from dropping. And who wants something like this that has just been trending down, it's full of losses, and to tie up your funds in a stock that just has not been able to rally when it had this opportunity to? Look at the volume and the climactic drop and the turn, and now it just looks like it's ready to continue to go down and possibly go to zero. The other possibility, it is at about $6.50, so it's got a ways to go to zero. That being said, as we come into the end of the year, and something to watch for is these kind of stocks that haven't been able to rally all year, once the tax loss selling is done, sometimes they have significant moves to the upside as that tax loss selling is over. And, we'll create a list of those in the next month or so. So stay tuned to the channel and subscribe as I share that list with you. It's what I call my garbage can list, meaning these are really garbage stocks. They have no real interest longer term, but as we come into the end of the year, many times that they'll rally, sometimes 30-40% as the tax loss selling is over. So subscribe to the channel. We'll be creating that list and very soon. Have a great trading day.